Hi there, it's Ange, and yes, I am posting off schedule, but big, exciting entertainment news has happened. Philip Schofield has come out as gay. And it's sad that that is such a thing still, but that's where we are in society. Um, for those that don't know, Philip Schofield, if you're watching from a country other than the UK, it's entirely possible that you might know who he is. He is a presenter who first burst on the scenes via something called The Broom Cupboard on children's TV, late 80s, early 90s, with a character called Gordon the Gopher. He then moved on to adult presenting via a stint in musical theatre and kind of acting. So people of my generation and older sort of grew up with him in a way. So he's been in the entertainment business 20, 30 plus years. More known as a presenter nowadays, especially for ITV light entertainment shows, This Morning, Dancing on Ice, that kind of thing. So it's very light entertainment, but he hasn't been without his controversy, especially during the elections, because we've had that many in this country recently. But yeah, so that's who he is. And so I guess it kind of is a big deal that he has come out as gay, because previously everybody assumed he was like this, family man. Now, I don't have a problem with him coming out as gay. He is who he is, and if he felt now was the time to reveal that information for whatever reason, good for him. But at the end of the day, it's none of the public's business. So there's that. And that's the only comment I'm going to have on that. And you know what? I was watching the clips of This Morning, because I don't watch daytime TV. So when it came out and there was clips linked, I've watched them out of curiosity, It's what humans do. And then I made the mistake of reading the comment section. And then facepalmed a lot. Especially on Twitter, with people commenting things like, well, like, duh, or I always knew that he was gay. Can we clear this up first? And I'm going to go into a little bit of a rant right now. We did not always know he was gay, okay? You could have suspected, you could have guessed, you could have assumed, but you did not know unless you are Philip Schofield yourself and you're watching this and then, hi. But you could not have known. The only way you could have known is if you were having them conversations with Philip Schofield himself. Because honestly, you do not know what is going on with people. Now, people may feel that because he is on the TV every day and kind of a big part of people's lives via that medium, they know him. But people have a personal persona and a public persona, and there's no way you could have known unless you were having that conversation with him or you are him. And comments like that are not very helpful, especially if there is people considering coming out of the closet, reading them, and it's just awkward and uncomfortable and really not helpful and kind of bad that people are making them comments. Now, vast majority of the comments that I have seen have been supportive and brilliant, and it's great that at this point we are able to be in a place like that, but we still have them little niggly people. The other thing that the comment section seems to be overwhelmingly saying is he's lied to his wife all of these years, or he's lied to the public, and why didn't he come out sooner? At the start of his career in the broom cupboard days with Gordon the Gopher. Let's give a bit of context to this. We had just had the AIDS epidemic, and especially with him being a children's TV presenter when he started, there was this whole thing of, like, wrongly, I've got to say, homosexuals and gays and lesbians being some sort of perverts or not quite right in the head or not natural. The kind of things that certain boomers still say. Wrongly, I've got to say, it's wrong, but people still have that attitude. And so for him to have come out at that point in time would have been career suicide, and depending on the social circles that he was in, social suicide as well. He could have lost everything. Let's put it in another context. In a country where being gay is still illegal, I'm thinking of certain Arab countries right now, we wouldn't have killed him, but could have been very, very dangerous for him to have admitted his homosexuality at the time, depending on the areas and the social circles and stuff that he was in. The general public just didn't have that understanding or acceptance, shall we say. Now, another thing that could have happened, and obviously I haven't had this conversation with Philip Schofield, but he might not have known he was gay at the time. Now, I know we have the whole born this way and the like, but it's a bit more complicated than that. Well, not me personally, but scientists are now studying a branch of genetics called epigenetics. And in a nutshell, what that is our genes can be switched on and off depending on certain factors such as health, life experience, environment, the nature that we're in, the people that we are around, trauma. You know, there's a whole host of stuff, which means that actually our sexuality may not be as fixed as people presume. I realise I'm talking with my hands a lot. I do apologise for that if it's really distracting and annoying. But yeah, so basically our sexuality might not be as fixed as we're born straight, we're born gay, we're born bisexual, we're born pansexual, we're born, you know, whatever. So it's entirely possible during his life experiences and, you know, the like, that he may have genuinely thought he was straight when he got married to his wife, and, you know, as his genes switched on and off and he's lived his life and the like, that actually he is now gay and he's come to that realisation and he's done what I personally think, given the persona he has in public and all of that stuff that he's got to face with, plus, you know, society and the fact that he's got a family and stuff, he's been actually quite brave and talking to them first and going, you know what, actually, gay, you know, that is quite brave to do, given what he could have stood to lose. And, you know, society is being kind of hypocritical by holding him to that standard and asking them questions. There is lots of people, especially as they're coming out when they're older, that we wouldn't necessarily hold to a high as a standard or put on like a pedestal as people seem to be doing with Philip Schofield right now. You know, there's plenty of reasons why people may hide their sexuality if indeed that is what he has done. I'm not saying it is, and I'm not saying it isn't, because again, I've not had that conversation with him, and we can only go on his sort of like press release and the interview that he has done. So this is whatever, it's just speculation. Where I was going with this, yeah, hiding his sexuality. If he has done that, you know what, he may have had reasons for doing that. Not only just like the culture that he came into when he was starting to get famous and booking, presenting and entertainment jobs, but there is plenty of reasons why people do hide their sexuality still, be it religion or family or culture, or it's illegal in their country, or they have been questioning it for a long time and don't feel like they're able to come out yet. There is a whole host of reasons, and why should he be judged when a normal person, not famous in this case, person may not be judged? It's kind of hypocritical in a way. But yeah, let me wrap this up by stating one thing, and basically I won't be reading the comment sections again in a while. I will of course read any comments you leave on this video, and be it you may agree with me or you may disagree with me. I don't care. My opinion is my opinion. You hold your own, and let's just get on with our lives. Unless you're going to be a total bitch or bigot or, nutcase about it, and then I might have to smack you down. But, good for him for admitting his truth. Cringy, I know, but I couldn't think of another way of saying it. And you know what? Let's just leave his family out of it. He has asked for his family to be supported, but also privacy for them. So can we please respect that, press people? If his wife wants to make a statement, I'm sure she will in her own time. If she doesn't, let's not hound her for one. Let's be supportive of him, because it is a brave step to do. And I know people are comparing him to Kevin Spacey right now, but that's entirely different. As far as I know, Philip Schofield has not been sexually assaulting young boys and the like. Yeah, he's been getting a bit of heat because of his political affiliations, or so-called, because let's face it, again, we don't know what they are, but if he's been seen as being chummy with politicians, so be it, because he's not in charge of the booking of guests at the end of the day. And the Tories chose to do that kind of show over other shows, but that is not Philip Schofield's fault. And selfie is just a thing that anybody would have took the opportunity to do. So I don't think he's come out to try and get the heat off that. He did seem quite genuine in his interviews. Again, he does have acting experience, so it could be a big act, but who are we to judge? We are not his family, we are not his friends, we are not him, so we can't know for certain what. We're just going to have to take it at face value, which I certainly am. So yeah, let's be supportive, let's not be dicks about it, and let's not hound him about it. Anyways, I've been Ange, I'm rambled on long enough. I'm going to get this uploaded, and I will be posting another video on Sunday, hopefully. So yeah, bye bye for now.